LinkedIn Live. I am so proud and honored to have Dr. Rao Caluso. I hope I pronounced it right.
Correct.
I've gotten to know him over the last few days, and we've had multiple conversations at depth. And I think that what Dr. Rao brings is real alignment and relevance to the age we're in. And not only is he at the cutting edge, the front line of really innovation that can help people tremendously in this stressful time, but he's also identified LinkedIn as a wonderful platform in which he can really share his authentic voice. So, with that, I want to welcome Dr. Rao and give Dr. an opportunity to share a little bit about his background and how he looks at things.
Hi, Don. Thank you for that introduction. Yeah, I am a physician. I was born and brought up in India. Took my degree there. But right after the degree, I came to the United States in 1981, late 1981, almost the beginning of 82. And then I got into residency. I finished one residency in Chicago. Then I went to New York to do internal medicine. And after I completed my internal medicine, I established my own practice in Iowa and had practiced ever since, almost like a 4 decades, right? And I have shifted to telemedicine and also I did a master's in biomedical informatics, so I help with EMR implementation, training, and also big data and all of that. And then I established a company called BA This is an online wellness optimizing company because I want to bring the modern medicine, the good parts of it, and also help with the chronic diseases by adopting some hacks from the ancient wisdom of several countries, mainly the India and China and Japan and Egypt, but they had lot of sense about living with the nature, our own internal nature, and then being commonsensical about things and then not really pushing it, but at the same time have a relaxed and happier life. I found that very helpful to take the best of the West and best of the East and combining them in relevant fashion to our modern lifestyle. Okay, so I'm writing a book now called Modern Challenges and Ancient Solutions. My chief occupation now is help people with burnout. I train them, I kind of help them to ease through that by developing a good diet, a comprehensive self care. But the important thing there is understanding the mind and the heart under our control so that it won't stress us out. This is a modern thing we need to have. See, I was exposed to dementia in Chicago when I was working in the geriatric hospital. Lot of dementia. I was very worried when I saw that. Then I had this contrast. The yogis had a long, very alert mind, late into his 90s and all that. Too. Then I wondered what was they doing that these people are not. Then I understood they were able to control the movement of thought with meditation and able to use that effectively when they need it. But when they're not needed, they were kind of silent and then really recuperating the brain very well. We can adapt that too, calm ourselves down in the morning, in the evening, and when we are working, we can be focused on what we are doing. Thereby, we don't have so many interfering thoughts. So simple things like that helped a lot. Personally, I got benefited. Became more calmer and enjoying my work and servicing patients and all that. But at the same time, I'm maintaining my physical health where I don't have to take medications because I don't need them. So we can be health conscious and mind conscious and then help us live a better balanced life in this modern age. That's why I want to present myself in the LinkedIn. I was very active on the LinkedIn just by posting whatever comes to my mind. But now I have a definite goal of really finding the physicians that are going through this burnout phase of suffering and maybe reach out and help them. That when I found Don, I thought he told me a lot of things that I was not doing. even though I was there on LinkedIn, I'm not doing in a strategical way whereby I can reach the audience that I want. Now I'm beginning to do that. That's why I'm continuing my association with Don and with his wisdom of so many years of being on the LinkedIn. He gives practical tools that we can apply and get the benefit right away. So we decided to talk. We enjoyed each other very much. So we will bring you to the front of the LinkedIn. Okay, Don?
Well, well, thank you very much. That was so interesting and educational. And I love the combining the best of East and West. And like we talked about yesterday, also adding high tech to high touch in order to deliver it. And LinkedIn is just a wonderful platform to reach a lot of thought leaders, professionals, business people, and do it in a way that's respectful, thoughtful, and positive. Where what we want to do is just like you drop a pebble in a lake, it doesn't just drop; it ripples.
Yes.
So by using a network of social networking like LinkedIn and having collaboration, which is key to any quality process, we're combining the best of the best. And the same thing that Dr. Rao just mentioned is how you can apply that to other things. So once you get into the right discipline, whether it's a health discipline, whether it's a LinkedIn discipline, I think one of the key points is having understanding, awareness, strategy, application, measurements, and then evolution, right? And I think that as I'm learning, it's the few people who you can relate to, who know how sharing works and how giving has to go first, and maybe be happy if that's all it does is go first. So, not expecting something. So, you post quite a bit, Dr. Rao. So, what is your usual subject matter that you focus on?
Yeah, mostly I want to introduce them to some of the hacks of the wisdom I'm talking about and also focus on why our chronic diseases are so much in the society and why outcomes are not improving. See, when I took the informatics as a subject, I was so excited about it because it was built up like all this high tech we are going to do is going to improve outcomes in the chronic diseases. And we were able to measure it, how prevalent it is, what is going on, all that. But then the quality measures that they want, people are doing numbers only, not in real quality improvement. So
Mm,
for that, the patient himself have to have some initiative, conscious about their health and where it is, and also making time to self-care. You know how they
mm-hmm,
eat, how they work, how they relax, how they sleep, how they keep their mind kind of empty. All these things are important, and that was not taught to us as physicians or not encouraged to spend that much time to the patient. Fortunately, I had my own clinic. It was a big clinic, but I had my own clinic, so nobody need to tell me how much time I can spend with my patient, and
mm-hmm,
that worked
mm-hmm,
out well for me. But later on, as I go into 20s, 2000s, and 2010, it came to explain the patient what is the consequence of our comfort measures and everything that we do affecting our lack of activity and immobile and sitting down and really taking physiological phenomena. Once we understand that, once we take responsibility for our own health, body, and mind, there is so much done in the other cultures about that. So the mental health problems are not that much at that age. Why don't
mm-hmm.
I go to my work? It's a to take care of the patient. It's a service thing, right? So that is what I teach people. I was posting on all the various aspects of this because I'm also interested in the planet, the global heat and all that. I was involved in the movement since 1980s. So I was disappointed with a lot of things were not done, empty promises. I talked about leadership because I was always in that. I was forced into that. But I learned by, getting hits and all that. But what I learned, I want to share all the time. That really helped me to hone in my message. What is my life about? What is that I want to do? What is going to be the legacy and all that? Then I identified the modern challenges like a global heat, wars, so much of violence in the society, mental health. So many people chronically ill. Basically they are coming to us when they are ill, but they are not maintaining their wellness because they put that aside and go after the work and whatever they have to do. And then when they make the money, they lose the health. It's very difficult to get it back. It's
Hmm.
easier to maintain wellness. So I identified that as my main goal. So that's why I established this company where modern medicine is very much encouraged. I'm a big application of vaccine, for example. Okay, I was very active in the epidemic because of the knowledge of that from the beginning. I followed from the HIV and all of that, right? So now I'm posting more towards the burnout, focused on that because physicians are burning out. I really want to help, and I think I have the goods to do that. I don't burn out when I work. I get more energy when I work, so I can relate to them. What are the things that I am doing that is keeping my body, mind healthy, so that I can do it. But I was posting about leadership, about ecology, about relationships, about ancient wisdom in this aspect, stress and burnout. You name it, I was doing it. It's not like a. My focus is very simple. Suffering, I'm seeing in the clinic and outside the clinic and in the society, awareness of the suffering, like I follow the war is going on, what is going on with all the suffering, like all the politics, all the divisions that we are having, all that I follow. So the more I'm aware of the world and everything around me, the more I was drawn into bringing this wisdom where we can live harmoniously and also share things and really empower ourselves to lift our lives in quality. So I was posting on several different things, burnout problem of the physician, how I can help the physicians to be more internally resilient so that they can deal with the system problem. We need the system to change, that's true. But what about us taking responsibility and taking care of ourselves? And I'm devoting most of my time for that.
Well, that's quite you know extensive as far as the subject matter you cover. So, how do you see LinkedIn being superior to other platforms? And
Yeah,
what is your
I was
what is your
fortunate.
ultimate goal?
Yeah, I was fortunate to take a coaching course by Joe Applebaum, and he
Hmm.
kind of gave a sales navigator boot camp. So I did that, and then now I'm really leveraging sales navigator. It's part of LinkedIn, right? Now I have a strategy. I'm aiming for the people who will be needing my services, and then introduce them to this and encourage them to have chats with me and talk with me, take my courses, read my books, and all that. And also, really, burnout coach means I may end up with a chief wellness officer of a big healthcare system, and then I can
Hmm.
direct the wellness there, and maybe model that and then spread around the country so that we can help more people that way.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And what forms can people take advantage of your knowledge and your services? Do
Yeah,
you say
I
you
put
have
a
a book and speaking opportunities?
Yeah. See, I do speak on several podcasts. People invite me. I went and talked to them. Getting with people. But on the clubhouse, quite a lot, and then I gained a lot of followers there, and that really helped me to tell my story, and also helped me to really condense my message and tell them in a short format rather than big lectures. That was my style before, but now I became more comfortable being succinct and brief. I can tell everything in 30 seconds now. I thought that was impossible before. But now I can tell you, oh, I'm a physician, but also into ancient wisdom. I want to help people to deal with the stress and burnout and live healthy, well, and long life, so that they don't have to lose the enjoyment in their relationship, in their work. That's it. That's my mission and all that. So that helped me to talk to us various subjects with various people. I talked to from genetics to all the way to the yogic principles of ever renewing energy. You can be in high energy all the time. There's a formula for that too. So I talked to several things. It's very exciting to share these things with other people. Now I'm focused on helping physicians who are burning out and also IT professionals. And also I servant leadership course where they can do. So I have a wellness club that I do every day in the morning and in the evening, where I actually do yoga, breathing, meditation with my students, and they kind of prepare them for the day so that they can go there. My day, so that you're more focused, enjoying your work, and at the same time not really getting too much into your head. So I want them to take a break 1 minute every hour and come back to the presence by deep breathing. That is one thing I offer. Other thing is I'm available for the DMs and the consultations. People do call and consult me for their individual problems. That's fine. Sleep is the major thing that people talk to me about, and also this anxiety, depression, and also how can they cut down the medications, how can they improve this practices so that they have problems with energy or problems with the relationship with the world, with the people around them, with the society, work, and all those things. And then I have this course for servant leadership. It's a 12-week course where they will get to talk to me twice a week, and I can direct them. How can you move from ego-based leadership to servant leadership, where you are service providing and you are humble and you are getting a lot of things out of you, and thereby I really enjoy when I give like that. So I want them to understand that, and they have the giving nature. They will bring it out and then really relish that. Really, if they become servant leaders, then the whole company will be helped because he
Mhm.
cares. He wants to help the who is working for him. That kind of thing. I learned this
Mhm.
as a hard way because I was also very driven, egotistical in the beginning, but I learned it very quickly. In 1985, I was a chief resident, and that gave me a lot of tension, lot of issue. Then I examined it. I read a book called Healing the Healer by a physician who underwent the same thing. And from that, whatever it is, don't put our ego. It's not we who is important. It is the people who are serving, it is the patients who are serving. Once I change that, uh, comprehensive self-care that's on my website. It's about food, what do you do with your uh, pillars of wellness, we call them. I prove them with that ebook help. That was there. And now I'm doing what is called human enhancement. That's a short ebook I'm doing it. And the other one is burnout. That's a big book I'm doing. And this other book, modern
Mhm.
challenges. I did a series of rooms on the take to write in the book and invite input from other people. People came and participated and told them what they thought of it. Lots of them they listened, but sometimes so that is in the box. It will be released in a couple of months, that book. So I
Mhm.
have the part it's not very accurate, there is material. So all these services I'm providing.
Well, it sounds like you're busy. So That's important, and it looks like you're pretty well defined as far as your ability to help people. I believe the key is having more people know you exist, know what you can bring to
Yeah.
everyone, and hopefully together we can use LinkedIn Live to get the message out that really shows your personal authenticity as well as your true interest in helping others. And I think that's part of healing, is being with someone who really works with you and helps you to heal.
Something important happened in the month of June. Dan, I can tell maybe people will understand better. There was an actor friend of me in India. He's a star and he has acted in 13 languages. So he and me we used to talk just like friendly. Then he came and visited me because he was in United States for his son's graduation, and then he made a special trip to me because the purpose was how can you retreat from your regular hustle and bustle in life and then find
Mhm.
some the peace within and then inculcate these things and all that. In 3 days' time, I kind of went over things with him and then pursuing those things on will be helpful for him. But he got lot because he was able to make time and get off all the schedules that he had and then come and sit down and really go through everything with me. And I was just pointing out, not like, pointing out in the sense, direction, but not like telling him you're doing this wrong, you do this, nothing like just understanding what our life has become a hustle, bustle, and really not giving our time. Unless you are retired, people are not getting retired. But if you can make time, at least a few minutes every day to take care of yourself, you will be better off in the long run. You take care of yourself when you're young, you are better off in the old age. But if you don't, then in the old age, it could be too late probably.
So, how can people get hold of you?
Yeah, I am on my website bapal.net. That is budding website, but still workable, And then I am on my email hkolusu at gmail.com, and they can call me too. And also I have the links in the LinkedIn and contact information, all my things about Twitter, about YouTube, about Facebook. I have a group called Be a Pal Facebook group. That's where I kind of relate with people. I just start inviting people there. Once they follow there, I go there sometime live. And I'm doing these live programs quite often, but they are all on the topics that I select. And then I did not start inviting people. Now probably I will do that too with the LinkedIn. I plan to do that LinkedIn all the time. I was doing weekly at least, but I was doing all the streams together because I didn't have much time for that. But now I'm focusing on LinkedIn audio. I'm entering some of them, and now with the Don, I got more comfortable with the LinkedIn Live, and I was doing it as a part of another channel. But now I'm going to focus on LinkedIn, invite people, discuss people, get the feedback, and then go from there. So that they
Well, sounds great. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining today. I hope you found it as interesting and worthwhile as I have. And I'd advocate sharing with others who you know that may be able to benefit from what we talked about today. And reach out to myself or Dr. Rao if you have any questions or suggestions that we can learn from. And again, want to thank everybody. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. And, I'm on LinkedIn Live every day and always try to bring value and interesting, entertaining, and inspiring content. So, again, thank you, Dr. Rao, and thank you, everyone. And we'll talk again. Bye for now.